Good morning, everybody. Good to see your faces. I always like to start out with a quote, maybe to set a stage of what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing here. So, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. That was from Helen Keller. And so when I think about why I'm here today and what we're talking about, I think it fits. So, as was said, I'm the Vice President of Public Sector Sales for Verizon. I oversee a great opportunity of working with the federal agencies in partnership to complete missions, to make things happen, to work with folks to create IT efficiency in what's happening. It's great to see a number of you people here. Some of the faces I recognize from times I've been here in the past, and some are new faces. So that must mean we've got new opportunities to pursue. But the one thing I want to make sure that we're talking about today is whether you're new to the government or you've been here for a while, change is constant. Change is happening, right? It's amazing how time flies. When I started my career back in the 90s, there was a thing called the internet, and you might have had this thing called a 2400 baud modem that you connected to AOL on, right? Well, you know what's funny? Some people in this room don't even know what that is. And that was my life at a certain time. That was cool, right? So as those things come and those things go, we've seen a whole lot of things. 20 to 30 years of things changing around here. Today, at Verizon, we see folks do households 650 to 700 gigabytes a month in data. Oh my goodness. And that's an increase from over, 2019, where we saw it. Just this past year, it goes up like 6%. So the needs are increasing. We work with many agencies. At the US Postal Service, they're doing 110 petabytes of data. Oh my gracious. Just amazing the amount of data and amount of activity that's occurring these days. But as things go, times change, things age. In addition to what I do for my day job, there's also a board of directors at my house of 5 women, my wife and 4 daughters, that constantly tell me what they need and how they need it. So I know a little bit about professionally making change and personally making change at home. So from a Verizon perspective, we see a whole lot of trends. One of them is AI, right? We see the Department of Human Health Services increased its AI usage 66% in 2024. Many other agencies are doing many of the same things. So as these things happen, what do we do about it? How do we get there, and how do we connect the dots? So in order to do this, we need to strengthen our digital backbone, right? All these things ride on the network. All these things have to work as seamlessly as possible. People trust that when they use, it happens. And so in order to strengthen the backbone, we at Verizon have devised a couple things that we want to bring to the marketplace. One of them is called our Verizon Cloud platform. Think of software as a service. Think of dynamic infrastructure being on a cloud platform that is FedRAMP High. That is the kicker. We built this platform to provide the highest level of security for all agencies, and we want folks to use it. Now, when you think about that, what can you do with that platform? Well, you got to add products and services to it. So one of the first products that we're adding to it is our software-defined wide area network product, SD-WAN, that is out and available now. We're looking for folks to be ATO sponsors. We've got a couple agencies already interested in that. But what this allows folks to do is have dynamic networking. Think of intelligent networking where it knows high traffic is coming. It switches up the network to provide you a clearer path. Think about critical applications that you have that you need to perform, whether it's low traffic or peak traffic. It provides that dynamic infrastructure and that capability, real time. You don't have to think about it. Think about, at the end of the day, how secure is this? Well, security is how we built this. It's a very secure platform that has multiple layers of security attached to it. And then it provides you a nice monitoring tool so you can see how things are going across it. So when you're thinking about your old networks and you're thinking about what you need to do in the future, software-defined networks is a platform and a place that we think you should think about and you should go. Another area that we have is around AI. And this product is called AI Connect. And so Verizon AI Connect is a suite of products and solutions designed to help the government agencies and public sector organizations manage and scale resource-intensive and AI workloads. So think of it as enabling you to connect securely, whether you're growing your polycloud ecosystem. So everybody's in the cloud, there's many ecosystems. How do you do that over connections that are completely separated from the public internet? Because you don't want to touch that, right? You don't want to have things commingled there. It improves AI workforce and workload performance and leverages dedicated dark fiber assets to get that done in securely optimized type fashion. So in short, Verizon AI Connect can empower your legacy and your agency, rather, to take full advantage of the power of your AI capabilities, and think of it as everything as a service on one particular platform that allows you to scale with the times and to keep things going. And you become less reliant on the hardware, right? All the hardware that you need. You don't need as much of that hardware anymore. You can eliminate a lot of that and reduce cost and things of that nature. So as I think about this, though, how do we get this done? Well, you need partnerships and people and teams. You need designs. And here at Verizon, that's one of the things that we do. And we do it pretty well. But we know that it's got to be done in a way that's tailored to the agency's needs, because every agency is in a different position. Folks have different solutions, and so we're willing to do that type of work to do that. We know that the process is not easy. This is tough. Change is hard. So while it's easy for my daughters to get on the latest app and do X, Y, and Z, mom and dad sometimes are slow adopters on that, but they help bring us along, and we find ways to do that in creative manners. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here and come to you and talk to you about these types of events and these types of actions. We know we don't get this done alone. Everybody's got to work together to do these types of things. And at the end of the day, Michael Jordan is one of the athletes that I, at least from an athletic perspective, have a lot of respect for. He talks about talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships, right? You got to have not just the talent, but the teamwork and the championships and the intelligence to win those championships, to make the successful nature of what you're doing work. And that's what we want to do with all of you and partners and alike in getting things done. So the technologies we see emerging today are the technologies we will all be immersed with tomorrow. If we can work together to strengthen the digital backbone that supports each government agency to handle the data connectivity and secure needs of these technologies and agencies, we'll all be in a better place. And this truly serves the people in a way that's fitting for the greatest country on earth and the constituents that we serve, the population of America. So thank you for your time. Enjoy the opportunity to speak with you. Remember, Verizon Cloud, SD-WAN, AI Connect, they'll really help you. Appreciate it. Have a good one.